So if you want to combat fear, if you want to master fear, then you have to master the tendency you have to go into a state of tension. And guess what? What's the antidote to tension? Relaxation. You cannot be afraid when you are in a state of relaxation. And again, this is something I've said in a lot of videos, but it's so important to hear this. You cannot be afraid when you're in a state of relaxation. So welcome to this video. My name is Alex, and in this video I'm going to shine a light on something which will totally change your life and make you become aware of how much of your suffering is caused by yourself and the choices you are making. But I'm talking about the most fundamental choice that every human being is making in every moment. So I might as well get straight to the point. In every moment, your body and your heart are either in a state of general relaxation or general tension. You'll be amazed how simple it is to become aware in each moment. So this moment, because this is the only moment that is real, become aware in this moment. What state are you in? How do you feel? Do you feel relaxed or do you feel tense? Slightly tense, slightly relaxed is good. Let me explain something about tension and relaxation. I must have said this 100 times in my videos. Tension is fear. If tension is present in our body, then fear is present in our body. Because when we have a thought of something that we don't want, or something that is unappealing or scares us, then instantly, the moment we recognize that thought, the moment we have that thought and give it our attention, our heart tenses up and our body tenses up, because our mind and our body recognizes that fear. It treats it as something real, a real threat, even though most of our fears, most of the things which threaten us, are psychological. They're not real, they don't exist, they're in the future. We're afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow. We're afraid of what people might be saying behind our backs. We're afraid of and worried about what might happen in our society in the coming years. Will there be this horrific dystopia? Is there going to be a world war on our doorstep? Whether it's war or whether it's what people are saying about you, it's all the same. It's fear which is present in your body as tension. So if you want to combat fear, if you want to master fear, then you have to master the tendency you have to go into a state of tension. And guess what? What's the antidote to tension? Relaxation. You cannot be afraid when you are in a state of relaxation. And again, this is something I've said in a lot of videos, but it's so important to hear this. You cannot be afraid when you're in a state of relaxation. Now, the first thing most people do when they feel afraid, they try and work it out in their head. They try and think a positive thought, or they try and get rid of the fearful thought, or they try and convince themselves that fear is not going to happen, or that someone's going to protect them. Or however, the first thing you need to do when you feel afraid, when you notice you're anxious, tense, or even stressed, relax your body, because that's where the fear is. The thought is in here, but you can't feel afraid in here. You're just paying attention to information. Thoughts are just information. There's no feeling in them. The feeling is in here, when your body responds to the information, and it responds with tension. So a tense heart is a fearful heart, an anxious heart, a contracted, tight heart. So you can imagine how you're going to be feeling if your heart is tense, contracted, and tight. Blood can't flow, your heart can't do its job. You're going to feel your whole body's going to become rigid. So basically, whatever happens in your heart is reflected in your entire body. If your heart's relaxed, you sense this flow of relaxation throughout your body. Blood flows more easily, you feel at ease, you feel open when your heart is relaxed. When your heart's tense, that tension spreads throughout your whole body, your entire body, and you feel ill at ease, anxious. You just feel this kind of sense of disharmony. But where there is relaxation, there is a feeling of harmony. Now, we could say, well, which is real? Which is real, the harmony or the disharmony? Well, let's put it another way. Which state do you belong in? Do you think you belong in a state of disharmony? Of course you don't. It's a ridiculous question. You belong in a state of openness, love, relaxation, harmony. You are designed to have positive feelings flowing through your body, flowing through every cell of your body. You are designed to have a bright light shining in your mind. That's the divine light of God, or whatever you want to call it. It's real, and it can be shining in your mind. When you break this addiction to negative thinking, which is caused by all the negative things we allow into our mind, the things we look at, the things we listen to, the things we talk about, we have to become the master of what we think by choosing to ignore all those voices which tell us about the bad things, about the negative things, who we should be angry with, who's done us wrong. All those negative voices in our head, when actually we don't need to be there. We don't need to spend our time in our head, because we've got a body and we've got a heart, and this is the best news in the world. You have a body and you have a heart, and guess what? When you enter your body, when you bring your attention into your body and allow it to relax, you feel a sense of relief. All that confusion, all that disharmony created by your thoughts dissolves and disappears, because when you relax, all disharmony disappears, guaranteed, when you relax. And that's why it's so important to choose relaxation in every moment. And I'm not saying in every moment, of course we've all got busy lives, and I'm not saying you should just be floppy and relaxed while you've got your jobs to do, you're in the kitchen trying to make dinner and you're all kind of relaxed. No, you can be at ease. No matter what you're doing, you can be at ease. That means there's no unnecessary tension. Of course, if you're lifting something heavy, there's tension in your muscles, but it's not tension created by your mind. And this is the problem. We're at the mercy of our mind. Our mind is making us feel tense, anxious, contracted, tight. And we can't feel the goodness of life. We can't feel the beauty, the harmony of life. We cannot feel it. And that is the realest thing that we can experience in our body. The most real thing is the harmony, the goodness of that divine force of love, which some people call God. Goodness, it feels, it's like a warm balm that flows through our veins. It's love. It's like love flowing through our veins. And we're designed to feel that. Isn't that amazing? We are designed to feel that all of the time. But our mind is a fear machine. It's a tension machine, constantly creating tension, which is the same as resistance. We go into a state of resistance. When we're tense and afraid, we go into resistance, which is self-protection. And that's the dysfunction. The dysfunction comes from listening to those negative voices of fear, who are telling us bad things, the bad news broadcast in here. And we listen to it, and our body believes it, and it tenses up. So the antidote is to become more aware of your body. Don't mess around with your mind. Don't try and change the circuitry of your mind. Spend more time in your body. Don't spend any more time in here. You don't need to be in here. Belong in your body, because that's where peace is felt. That's where love is felt. That's where joy, contentment is felt. That's where gratitude is felt. It's all felt in your body, in your heart. So you need to spend more time there. You just need to become more aware of your body. It's really quite simple. And as you become aware of your body, you start to see, I have these patterns. I have this tendency to tense up. And whenever you notice yourself tensing up, consciously relax your body, because tension is fear. And so this is the reality that you can choose in any moment. You can choose the reality of relaxation, relief, openness, harmony. Now your mind will tell you, but that's not real. That's just a good feeling. That's not ultimately real. And it will try and drag you by any means necessary, with any convincing argument it can find that you'll believe. It'll try and drag you back into your thoughts. It's a parasite, and it wants you in here so it can manipulate how you feel. So you could say the ego is a parasite, which feeds off our negative emotions. So it has to create negative emotions with its voice. The voice of the ego essentially creates negative emotions, and then it feeds off those negative emotions and makes itself stronger. So if we want to weaken the ego, weaken the cause of all our suffering, all our disharmony, all our woe and misery and anger and sadness and fear, if we want to weaken that, then we just stop spending time in the realm of the ego, which is our head. And we spend more time in our body. Spend as much time in every spare moment. Become aware of your body. Become aware and ask yourself, in this moment, am I tense or am I relaxed? It's really that simple. And you can go deeper and deeper and deeper into that relaxation. And it never ends. It just never ends. You know, it's like it's like sinking into a warm ocean of love. And you can just go deeper and deeper and deeper into that love. Relax as you relax more and more and more. And the relaxation goes deep, deep, deep down. Like until the core of your heart is relaxed. And the relaxation is just all pervading. And that's where you perceive the hidden dimension, the divine dimension of life. When you're totally open, totally relaxed. No resistance, no tension, no fear, just openness. Deep relaxation. Then your heart is open and the divine can speak through your heart. The divine enters your heart because your heart is open. It's a bit like a flower, you know. The sun can't shine on the petals of the flower that keeps itself closed, that keeps its head closed. But when the flower opens its petals, then the sun can shine upon those petals. And not only does the flower receive this amazing life-giving energy of the sun, but also the flower shares its beauty with the world. And that's what you are here to do. There is a beauty in your heart which is magnificent. It's one of the most glorious things in the universe, the beauty in your heart. And that beauty is meant to be shared with the world. The world is waiting for the beauty of your heart to be shared, for you to open up and give what's in your heart. And there's nothing more satisfying, there's nothing more fulfilling and inspiring than doing this and fulfilling your purpose by opening your heart. Let the warm rays of the sun bring life into your heart so that your heart can reflect its beauty in this world in any way it wants to. But it's good. It's always good. If it comes from the heart, from an open heart, then it's good because it is an expression of divine love. And this is the wonderful journey, a creative journey that we are all invited to participate in. And all we have to do is come back to our body, come away from here, come back, become more aware of our body and our heart, and notice our tendencies to be tense, and do something about it. Choose relaxation. You are free to choose relaxation in any moment, whenever you want to. So this moment right now is the perfect time to practice. Notice your body. Notice your shoulders. Notice your back. Where is there tension? And wherever there is tension, breathe deeply and let it go. Let go of the tension on your out breath. And say to yourself, I want to relax. I want to let go of the tension. I want to be open and relaxed. I want to receive the love, the blessings. I want to receive the gifts that are in store for me. I want to let go of the fear. I want to let go of the anger, the disharmony. I want to let go of it. I want to be open to love and receive it. And I want it to heal me. It's a very powerful thing to say. I want to be healed. Please heal me. Doesn't matter what you're talking to, there's this greater force of love, which is your life source. And that is what heals you. It is the love that you are desperately in need of. And as you relax, and as you open your heart, as you relax your heart, that love comes into you. It's that simple. We just have to drop our resistance to it. Because fear and tension are resistance, as I said earlier. And when we resist, when we go into resistance, we are resisting life itself. We may think, well, I'm resisting that thing I don't like, or I'm resisting being controlled by that person, or I'm resisting this emotion I don't like. when you go into a state of resistance, you resist everything. And most importantly, you're resisting the thing you need more than anything else, which is love, divine love. So it's the most unintelligent thing you can do is to be in a state of resistance, especially in your heart. Let go of the tension in your heart. Want the love. Want the healing. Ask, verbally, out loud, ask and say, I want to be healed. I want my fear to disappear. I want to be open. I want to be relaxed. I want to receive the love that I need so desperately. It takes some humility, to say that. But you must. You've got to want it. Because if you don't want it, then there'll be a barrier inside if you don't want it. When you want it, everything flows. Desire is the most powerful force in the human life, in our human life. Desire. When we want something, and most of our desires are subconscious, by the way. We desire all sorts of things subconsciously, and we get them. But most of our subconscious desires are tied in with our fear and insecurity. And so we get all these things. We get disappointment, and we get failure, and we get, broken relationships. And we think, why has this happened? It's because subconsciously part of you wants it, so it can be in control, and things are more predictable, and you can know what's going to happen. An insecure person wants to be safe, and they do that by trying to regain some control. However, control comes from fear, because we don't need to be in control. We need to let go. We do that by relaxing. It always comes down to relaxing your body, letting that relaxation go into your heart. Put your hand on your heart and saying, I want to feel the peace. I want to let go of the tension. I want my heart to be open. I want to receive the love, and I want to receive the healing. So, this is a practice to be done throughout the day, throughout every day, which will help you stay open, help you stay in touch with reality. As I said, reality is not the disharmony. Reality is not the negativity. That's an illusion, an experiential illusion that we experience created by our thoughts. That's a reality, but it's not the reality. The reality which we are designed and built for is harmonious, deeply harmonious, beautiful, peaceful, nourishing, warm, loving, healing. And all you have to do to choose that is to choose relaxation in this moment and every moment. Okay, good luck with your practice. Thanks for listening to me. I wish you well, and God bless you.